Congratulations, Guinness World Records can officially recognise Bertie as the world's fastest tortoise. Well done, Bertie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, we're so proud. You're going to have to cut to that one. You're not getting that.
Naughty boy!
Nature's Top Gun, the Peregrine Falcon. Time to turn on the speed. Tucking in her wings, she shoots towards Earth. Her teardrop-shaped body, the height of aerodynamic design. Within seconds, she has reached her terminal velocity of 200 miles per hour. The force of air would explode her lungs, if not for the baffles in her nostrils. A design so effective, it is now used in jet engines. Nictating membranes wipe her eyes to clear them of debris and stop them drying out. She prepares for impact, a maneuver requiring split-second timing. But the pigeon spotted her.
First up, the Hydromantes salamander from the Sierra Nevada mountains in California. That was the fastest tongue on Earth. An insect caught and swallowed in less time than I can blink. Only by slowing down the action 40 times can we really see what's going on. That lightning speed comes from these large muscles, which squeeze the tongue out of the mouth, rather like me squeezing a melon pit between my fingers. The mantis shrimp, voracious hunter of the coral reefs, with probably the fastest punch of any animal, devastating to even the hardest snails. By combining the slow-motion camera with an underwater force meter, we can finally see the astonishing truth. The meter shows the shrimp's punch packs a staggering 60 kilograms of force. This huge impact is all down to the sheer speed of the strike. The speed comes from compressing this part of the claw and storing energy which is released in this explosive burst, with the acceleration of a bullet. The camera also revealed another amazing event. Flashes of light. Moments before impact, a pressure wave in front of the claw causes the water to boil.
Operate differently. When we look inside a dragonfly, we can see that they have what's called direct musculature. Their muscles pull directly on the wings and are able to operate each wing independently in both directions. If you look back at the high speed, in those little cracks, you can see muscles wiggling and pulling directly on the wings. That's pretty awesome, huh? This is a dark cell on the leading edge of the wing that's heavier than the rest of the wing. At a certain velocity, thin wings begin to automatically vibrate, which makes it impossible to glide quickly.
How fast can you divide 673 by 9? Well, Scott Flensburg has already done it. He holds the Guinness World Record for the fastest human calculator. We're going to ask you to add 4 three-digit numbers together.
Okay.
397
plus
723
plus
599
plus
184.
1903.
Oh, yes, it is. All right, here's a tougher question.
All right.
It's a long division question. 923 divided by 7.
131.8571428.5.
You can do equations backwards.
Yes, usually.
Okay. Usually. All right. I will multiply a number by itself 3 times and give you the answer. Then you tell me what number I started with.
Right, so just tell me the answer you got. Don't tell me the number you started with. Go
Here's
ahead.
the answer.
Yeah, and I'll do the cube root.
Okay, 912673.
97.
That was really fast, and you're correct.
Well, that's what I did.
go!
Michael Phelps stands 6'4" with an enormous wingspan of 6'7", creating the elongated stroke that has broken 22 world records. His size 14 feet might as well be flippers. Dinner plate-sized hands grab water like a pair of paddles. And the flex of double-jointed elbows and knees adds an exaggerated range of motion. Phelps is also perfectly tall and short. He has the legs of a man who stands only about 6 feet tall, but the torso of someone about 6'8". His short, sturdy legs provide ideal balance and a powerful kick, while a long upper body forms a sculpted V-shape that begins with wide shoulders and concludes with narrow hips and a flat backside. Put it together, and you've got a human speedboat skimming the water's surface.
Usain Bolt is the first man to hold both the 100-meter and 200-meter world records, and the first man to win 6 Olympic gold medals in sprinting. An 8-time world champion, he was dubbed the fastest man alive. Born in 1986 in Jamaica, Bolt gained worldwide popularity for a sprint double victory at the Beijing Games. Nicknamed Lightning Bolt, he is the highest-paid athlete ever in track and field. After winning 3 gold medals at the 2013 World Championships, Bolt became one of the most successful athletes in the history of the Athletics World Championships.
The winner of the 2012 Olympic Marathon ran it in 2 hours and 8 minutes. He beat the 1904 winner by almost an hour and a half. And if the Jesse Owens of 1936 had competed in the 2012 100-meter dash finals, he'd come in 8th.
Sean Rona! This weapon system really came on the scene in about 1938. Of course, it's on the receiving end of one of these bad boys. The cartridge is a 12.7 by 108 millimeter. It cycles at roughly 600 rounds per minute.
The Tanahe 2, based in China's National University of Defense Technology, is the world's fastest and most powerful computer. It can complete the astonishing task of performing 33.86 quadrillion floating point operations in only 1 second. This means that China's supercomputer performs more than 4,000 times better than Apple's most powerful Mac, made up of thousands of Intel Xeon E5-2692V2 12C 2.2 GHz processors. The machine runs a version of Linux specially developed by NUDT and costs $390 million to make.
Trains can go pretty fast, and the fastest one on record can be found in Japan. Although it's still being tested, the Japanese maglev trains uses magnets to reduce friction between the wheels and the track. This has enabled the train to reach the record speed of 374 miles per hour. When this train gets put into full operation, its passengers will be able to travel at speeds of nearly a mile every 10 seconds.
The Thrust SSC, aka Thrust Supersonic Car, is a British jet-propelled car which was the first ever car to break the sound barrier, having achieved a speed of 763 miles per hour in 1997. It was powered by 2 afterburning Rolls-Royce Spey turbofan engines, which developed a net thrust of 223 kN, a power output of 110,000 brake horsepower burning around 18 liters per second. The car was 16.5 meters long, 3.7 meters wide, and weighed 10.5 tons. It broke the record whilst driven by Royal Air Force fighter pilot Wing Commander Andy Green in the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. At 2,193 miles per hour, the SR-71 Blackbird holds the record as the world's fastest plane. Even though it's half a century old, no other plane has managed to beat it so far. The secret lies in its engine nacelle, or more concretely, the bypass tubes that kick on when the plane passes Mach 2.2. Funneling the air to the afterburner allows it to run with much higher efficiency, which makes the speed higher and less fuel consuming. All in all, the trick is in the mechanism of the air flowing through the plane.
Fastest manned aircraft ever. Nothing comes close to the rocket-powered X-15. This American hypersonic aircraft was basically a manned missile and set a number of altitude and speed records in the 1960s. In 1967, the X-15 reached a top speed of 4,519 miles per hour.
We have built a virtual slow-motion camera where we can see photons or light particles moving through space. But photons travel about 1 million times faster than bullets. So our camera can see these photons or bullets of light traveling through space.
The outside shooting, the outside
like that first shot, it's like spin like that. Like, looks like little lightning spindles.
Yes. It's almost a pattern, like it's from the golf ball's dimples that,
that come
out
that way. You're right. That is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.